everyone. Hello. Oh my gosh. I have arisen. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Hello, Tati. Hello, Clarence. Hello, Breezy. Hello, Tawanda. Hello, Oasis of Healing. Thank you guys. Hopefully these notifications get out. I know it's been a minute and you can hear my voice is still not like fully there. It's almost there, guys. It's almost back. So I really appreciate you guys coming tonight. I'm really in the mood to kind of read and talk and just kind of help people tonight. And I called this full energy readings, kind of this Astrotarot, because I am incorporating astrology into everything. Just the understanding of astrology, the planetary energies, and how we can really utilize them. And to our greater good, right? So I wanted to kind of give the full package tonight. Yeah. So tonight is a night of just kind of like, whatever your questions are, whatever your concerns are, I want to have the latitude, the freedom, if you will, to give you the messages, to deliver the messages to you that Spirit has for you in any way they're delivered. So I've got kind of the current transits up, I've got certain things up, and I just want to be able to answer the questions the way that Spirit is leading. My preference is that it would be the exchange will be there, right? So some form of donation is my preference, just because there should be an exchange. But I'm not going to require it tonight, okay? But we also are not going to be here for 2 hours, because I do have personal readings I'm still getting caught up on. But I wanted to come to you guys and talk to you about some things, because there's been so much, hey everybody, there's been so much going on energetically, relationship-wise, romantic or not, work, things happening in the world in general, and I just feel like this is a time where people have a lot of questions about everything. So I'm opening it up. I am going to just say to you guys, though, and we'll continue to say this as people come in, really think about what you're asking tonight, though. I mean, really think about whether or not it's really that critical and that important. And really think about how it's really impacting you. Because it's time for us to kind of ascend past I'm only so worried about who I'm sleeping with, and really do our work for ourselves, and really seek to grow so that we can achieve the life we were meant to live. So I want you to think about that as we're putting this together, okay? So I'm going to do a little housekeeping. And let me speak to who's here. Hello, Sun Lehman. How are you? Hello, Janelle. Hello, Mel. Hey, Lollipop. How are you? So let's do a little housekeeping. So I do have the next set of lunar forecast. That's something that's going to be continual, okay? What that lunar forecast, so the next full moon is going to be in Scorpio. The next new moon, is in Scorpio. The next full moon's in Taurus. So those forecasts are up on heartofinspiration.net. You can go there. It's right on the front page. You can also go to Astrological Services and get a natal interpretation. You can also go to Spiritual Services and get, readings and whatnot. And then personal readings. And then also if you want to every month get the lunar forecast. And anybody who has gotten them, if any of you all are here, hey Tiffany, if any of you are here, you can attest to the fact those are some powerful, insightful readings, if you will, horoscopes, forecasts, messages. Those are some really powerful, all-encompassing, all-energy readings. It really gives me the latitude to really deliver defining messages. And as always on Patreon, $5 a month, you can get all sorts of neat things from me. And I believe the next time we're gonna, and now that my voice is back, we're gonna be doing some live Patreons. I know I keep promising you guys that, but we are, honestly. So anyone who hasn't scheduled their time with me, please schedule their time. All right. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna open it up to questions. We're gonna open it up. Hey, Giggle Glimmer. PayPal. Tawanda put PayPal up there for me, and Cash App. I just want to be sure. I'm not gonna do full like natal chart stuff, but if you guys know your information, you know, feel free to put it in here, and we'll kind of look at the transit charts. So you've been feeling like you're all over the place. And Clarence, thank you, Clarence. And Clarence, you're an Aquarius, if I remember correctly, right? So Clarence, it probably is a little bit all over the place right now, because you've got a lot. There's other, I'm just gonna look at the astrological charts and where things are right now for you, not knowing your exact where everything is for you precisely. But your Aquarians are in a bit of a transitional time with the sun in Libra, with that cardinal, right? You guys are a fixed air sign. So when you come up with an idea, it's kind of fixed, right? And you like things in order, and you like to know what things, how you're planary to an extent, but you're also like, you're all about the justice and all about the greater good. And right now with the sun in Libra, it's asking you to focus on your relationships, and also Mars is in Libra as well, just entering in. So right now for you, you're probably feeling this kind of like this almost like aggression, like you don't really want to be this aggressive, but you are. And also the moon right now and Uranus are squaring you. So that means there's like this pull for this sudden change, but you're a fixed sign, so you don't necessarily like it that way, right? Sudden change. And the moon has you kind of feel like, oh God, I don't know. But the moon is a temporary transit, right? So, your emotions being all over the place, what I would really kind of go within, Clarence, and say, what's the root? What's the commonality? Does it seem like your whole life is blowing up and you're like, oh my God, and you're probably feeling some of, Pluto's going to be coming into your sign. Saturn's going to be coming into your sign in a few months. You're probably feeling a little bit of that pull, like that there's going to be some constriction, which you're kind of happy with, but there's this upending and you're not really sure why you feel the way you feel. So in this time period, it's good to allow the sun to illuminate for us what it is, what it is, the commonalities. Is it like things at home are changing and things at school are changing? Is it a certain area of your life that things are changing, like relationship-wise? It's probably a lot of relationships going on right now, Clarence. So if relationships are changing for you, and being upended a little bit, and you don't really know how to feel about it, I'm going to tell you to just allow the feeling to feel the feeling, and allow yourself to recognize that feelings are okay, and You're allowed to feel that way and see it for what it is. So let's say you're having some issues with some of your friends, like they're not really understanding you, or they're not really, I don't know, going along with the program. Is it that it's being illuminated to you that maybe they don't really fit in your life? Are the ways that you felt about certain things and certain people and situations, are you seeing it differently? And you're just like, wait a minute, that wasn't how I compartmentalized it. But I need you to see things for what they are, and then allow yourself to kind of move through and breathe through the changes. Hello, Alicia. Allow yourself to breathe through the changes, okay? And move through it. Because a lot is going to change in everybody's life. So a lot is being upended right now. But it's also giving us an opportunity to really look at it in a hard way and say, okay, I could do this. I can do this. And accept people for where they are and who they are. Does that make sense? Thank you, Victoria. Hello. Hey, Nikki. Does that make sense, Clarence? I think a lot of us, our emotions are really kind of all over the place, to be honest with you. Because I've been feeling some type of way about a lot of things. And I'm a moon child, so that's kind of normal for me. But I'm like, I had this all kind of figured out. What the heck? But I'm seeing people for who they are and seeing the truth behind it. And some of that truth I don't like. Because we also have Mercury and Venus in Scorpio. Some of the truth I don't like. Some of that dark underbelly I don't like. But I got to accept it and then figure out how I'm going to relate to it. Okay. I hope that helps. I know it's hard. Emotions are things we cannot control. As much as Aquarians want to control it. Okay, Giggle. Yeah, being a Libra Sun, Scorpio rising. I bet you're feeling kind of off being that Scorpio rising. Because you're kind of feeling like I can't even control my mouth right now. Or my feelings. Okay, Tati. Spirit has been showing me 44 all day long for the past 2 weeks. So you're a Sag and your moon is in Cap. So being a Sag, you should be feeling fairly decent right now because Jupiter's still in your home house. You guys, if you ever see numbers and you're not sure what they mean, it's really easy. Just go to angel number and then put in that number. Okay? So when I read angel number 44, Tati, angel number 44 indicates that you are being given support and encouragement along your path. And when faced with an obstacle, rest assured that your angels are most willing to assist. Angel number 44 tells you have nothing to fear in regard to your life work and divine purpose and soul mission. So knowing what I know about what's going on with you right now, Tati, this is what I'm going to say to you. You're in a very cool moment in time where you can expand. Because your home planet is at home, Jupiter, all about expansion, all about power. And seeing 44 all day tells me this. It's time for you to ask your angels for assistance. It's time for you to say, and really say it and really mean it this time, I cannot figure this out myself. In my physical mind, I have got to pay attention to and be liberated to allow my spirit to lead me and allow the angels to assist me. They've not forgotten you, Tati. God's not forgotten you, Tati. God's not left you for dead. God hasn't left you. You need to hear that. Your angels are there to help you. You are not going to be able to figure this out on your own. You're not going to be able to figure this out in your spiritual, in your physical mind. You are going to have to rely on your spirit being in communication and in agreement with God, with the angels, with the universe. And even if you don't understand why you're taking a step, take it. When your gut tells you to do something, do it. When your gut tells you to move, do it. Follow your first mind, not the second one. When the doubt raises up, really go inward and say, am I doubting because I'm fearful of what the outcome could potentially be? Or am I doubting because I'm fearful of success? Stop being afraid of success. It's a deep-seated fear. It's a deep-seated belief of failure. That you cannot be happy. That you cannot be successful. That you cannot be whole and happy. Get rid of that. That's not true. That's not your destiny. That is not your destiny. Don't believe what others have spoken over you. Break it and decide to believe that you can, will, and deserve to succeed and be happy and whole and healed. Let that be your belief. You believe that you have the ability to, and you are destined for expansion and greatness and happiness and fulfillment, and allow your angels to make your pathway straight and move all the obstacles out of your way. And the only ones that remain are the ones that you need to learn from, but they're not there to destroy you. Don't allow anything that's happened up until this point to destroy you. Because what the enemy meant for bad will be turned around for your good. Your test is a testimony. Your obstacles are your triumph. Call upon your angels, Tati. That's what that means. Okay. Hey, just thinking. I'm just going to keep going, guys. I'm just going to go down. Sun Lehman says, how can you grow intuitively? Son, how you grow intuitively is, first of all, by learning to hear the small, still voice. Your spirit doesn't shout at you most times. So you have to learn to listen to the small, still voice. And learn what that sounds like. And it is not literally a spoken word, but it is a knowing. So how you grow intuitively is this. Notice when you have a thought that you're like, oh, I'm not sure that was, wow, that wasn't from my natural mind. How did I just know that person was going to say that? How did I just know that person was going to do that? Okay? That's what you do. And then recognize that that's your intuition. If you just know you should do something, you're just like, where did that come from? It's your intuition. Develop your third eye on your crown chakra. Develop your heart chakra. Your heart comes from the knowing. So when you're developing those, though, that comes from, you do a lot of meditations on that, especially your third eye and your crown, that you hear, that you see, that you know, that you have wisdom beyond your natural capabilities. I think, have one or two of those third eye meditations here on this channel. So practice that. I often say that prayer is a conversation. prayer, you're speaking. Meditation, you're listening. So the more you meditate and the more you're quiet and you quiet your mind, the more you learn how to hear that small, still voice. And eventually what happens is the knowing just is how you live. So other people will say, there's exercises like, people will, if they're in a class setting, they'll have something, everybody closes their eyes and they'll say, what color is this? Or what am I holding up? And that kind of teaches you to know intuitively. But since I'm not in a class, the easiest way for me is to learn to listen to that small, still voice. Because that is truly your spirit speaking and communicating with God, with the universe, with Great Spirit. And following each and every one of those little things. You're going to misstep because you're not going to be used to hearing it. But acknowledge every time that you just know something was going to happen, you'd be like, dang it, I knew that was going to happen. Acknowledge that and be like, ooh, yes, I am intuitive. My spirit hears. I know things. That's how you can grow intuitively. But again, developing your third eye and your crown chakra, developing your upper four chakras, your heart, your throat, your crown, your third eye, your crown. But do not do that at the expense of not remaining grounded in your lower three chakras. Okay? So that was for Sun Lehman. Thank you, Giggle Glimmer. Thank you. Breezy can go on and give me her question. Guys, if you want to donate, great. If you can't tonight, great. But just know that would be, my preference. I'm just kind of, I know I need to deliver some messages tonight, so that's what I'm here for. So Breezy, you can give me a question. Hey Sassy, how are you? Okay. Victoria, you felt really out of sorts as of late. So many good things happening. Wow. Okay, so Victoria, feeling out of sorts even when the good things happen. Wow. My heart breaks. When we're so used to not having fantastic things happen for us, and then life just starts coming together, it can be overwhelming because we're not comfortable with the realization that we deserve it. We're not comfy with it. And because we're not comfortable with it, it feels weird and foreign. So my dear friend, what I would do is I would say to myself on a regular basis, I love myself. I deserve happiness. I deserve joy. I deserve every good thing that's coming to me. It is all working together for my good. And I deserve it. And I'm comfortable being happy. I'm comfortable being happy. I'm comfortable being loved and appreciated. It is my birthright. It is my destiny. I love myself enough to allow myself to be happy, to allow myself to be appreciated, to allow myself to be loved in every way. I'm comfortable with abundance in all aspects of my life. And my kitties are having a field day. We have to get comfortable with that. It took me so long. It took me so long to be comfortable with it. And every once in a while I have to pinch myself and I'm like, really? Yeah, really. I love you. And you are an amazing woman. And I'm so blessed to have you in my life. Victoria, I'm so blessed to have you in my life. You're amazing. And you deserve every good thing that's coming to you. Start to believe it and feel it here. You're welcome. Giggle, emotions feel kind of scattered. Yeah, they are very scattered right now. Yeah, so Giggle, let me address you and your emotions because right now that Scorpio rising is coming out, that very fixed, like, get it together is coming out. And that Mercury is coming out. And it's probably like with the Venus too, you're just like, you want the truth and loyalty and like all of that in relationships and all your interactions. And you're not really sure what to do with it. And you're a Libra sun, so you want harmony too. So it's like, whoa, 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 can we all just please get along? And I'm not here for your stupidity. It'll pass, baby, in a little bit. But just really try to bring it back and be sure you're still being harmonious, because you also have Mercury in Libra, Mars. So that's already kind of like a kick. Mars is not thrilled in being in Libra. Okay. Help me see what's best. Yes. Okay, I'm trying to make sure I don't miss anybody's questions. Janelle, you don't have Scorpio or Cat placements, but you felt so emotional and blocked. So Janelle, I would ask, do you know where your other placements, I have your information. I think. Yeah, Janelle, I think. I would look at some of the other placements to see where the blocks are. Do I have your stuff, Janelle? Janelle, I'll take a look at your other placements and see if you gave them to me. Let me look at my messages. Sorry, I just got to figure out what's going on here. Did you give me outside influences? Janelle, if you can give me, if you can email me on Patreon, send me a message on Patreon, your time, date, and place of birth, and I can look at some of your other stuff too. Okay, I can look at your other placements. Okay, Nikki, when do you share your visions to not scare others? Wow, that's a really deep question, Nikki. Wow. So, oh my gosh, my kitties are running back and forth. Y'all, this whole thing might come down behind me at any given moment in time. So just y'all be prepared for that, okay? When do you not share your visions? Yeah, they are just ripping my stuff up. Okay. Nikki, If you feel right now at this moment it's not the time to share your vision with the other person, don't. You will get the knowing of how to share it. Oh, gosh. Nikki, there are times where I see things and I know I can't say it. There are times when I know when someone's going to die, or I know that someone is going to experience a lot of loss in their life, and I know I can't say it. There are other times where I know that I need to say some things to warn someone. And then I just ask God, I just ask Spirit to show me the right time to do it. On a personal level, there are some things I believe that are coming down the pipe globally. Kitties, come on. There are some things coming down the pipe on a global level or national level that I feel I need to share at some point soon, but we'll find the time to do it. But really, you really got to be in prayer and meditation on it, and you'll know, like you'll be talking to that person and you'll just know now is the time to share it. Okay? I wish I could tell you specifically, but like I said, there's certain things I don't share because I kind of don't want to speak them into the universe until it's time. Like I knew someone very close to me that they were going to lose their father. I knew when they were going to lose their grandmother. I knew when they're going to lose someone else close to them. I couldn't share it. I just had to be there with them, for them. You're welcome, Giggle. Yeah, Sassy. Spirit does guide. Like, it's so hard to tell. Oh my gosh. Sometimes, I'll tell you, that's one of the things about being an intuitive, being a psychic, being whatever you want to say, however you want to call it, especially being an intuitive empath. It is a, hey, girls, ladies, stop it. Because you see things and you hear things and you know things. And it's a huge responsibility. I don't tell anybody to get into this spiritual realm lightly. If this is like what you're gonna do, right? Like myself, in a more public form. This isn't light work. Like, not like lightweight work. It is light work, but it's not lightweight work. But we need light workers. We need people to do this. But it's not for the faint of heart. And it's not lightweight. And it does have a lot of responsibility if you're going to be a healer. There's a lot. A healer, a medium, a psychic, astrologer even. If you're on the esoteric side, which I am. It's a lot of responsibility. And you really have to be in tune with spirit. And you have to be in tune with your spirit. And you have to really grow and become comfortable with hearing that small, still voice. And following it to the letter. And I don't say this to scare you or scare anyone away from doing it. I say this because it is imperative that we do it and not play with it. It's also imperative that we don't it's very imperative that we do not try to place our vision for our life purpose and put that on somebody else. So I will not put on anybody else their purpose, my purpose onto them. Yeah, there have been people that have made very definitive statements about what they felt I should or should not be doing. And everyone has to walk out their, there's a verse in the Bible that says every man has to work out their own salvation with fear and trembling. And so I take that to, we all have to work out our own ascension. We all have to work out our own purpose, our salvation. We have to work out our own purpose. And that fear and trembling is just having a healthy respect. Have a healthy respect for the gifts. Have a healthy respect for your responsibilities. Have a healthy respect for what you put out in this universe. Like, that's why I don't speak on, unless somebody really, really, really wants to know, and I asked about 5 or 6 times, do you really want to know when this person may pass? I don't want to put that out in the universe. Or when someone's gonna have a bad whatever. Now, if I see, hey, if you go on this trip this day, there's a potential you could get into an accident. Yes, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna warn you of that, so that you can exercise your free will and not go down that path. So it's different. Okay. Hey, Jeanette. Well, Nikki or Nene, baby, I tell you what, you can always tell me. You can always tell me, okay? Hello, Mary. Yes, Giggle. Schedule a reading. Or you could just join Patreon at $10 a month. You get a reading every month. Okay, Mary. You had an experience this weekend. Kept asking myself all week, what's my purpose? Wow, cool. Ooh, a fat red cardinal sitting on the fence, and my husband always loved that bird type. That was him visiting you. I then knew my life continuance is to guide my daughter. She has no one else. When she's matured enough, I know my cycle is complete. Yes, Mary. And you'll guide more daughters. Mary, honey, we need mothers. We need mothers. We need aunties. We need grandmothers. I can't be the only one out here, Mary. I can't be the only one. So we need more of those of us that have lived a life. And we've come through some things. And we've overcome some things. And now we have this spiritual knowledge to go along with earthly wisdom. We need more mothers, aunties, and grandmothers to guide the next generation. Heck, even to guide our own. But spiritually to guide. So you're going to be doing more than just your daughter. You're going to have other daughters. There's a lot to be said. I'm going off topic a little bit. But there's a lot to be said for those of us who have a much better understanding of the divine feminine and the divine masculine, and aren't afraid to walk in our femininity, and understanding that the divine masculinity existing is not toxic. It's necessary for creation. The problem it's great that we've had the divine feminine rise up in her power, but at what cost? Because now we're putting down masculinity to such a great degree that we are actually choking off the creative power that exists. we're swinging this pendulum too far to this left and not having enough of this the right, because you think the left hand and the right hand. So a left hand is much more feelings and much more emotions and that fluidity, and there's like the right hand. So when you think like the right hand of a king or a ruler of some sort, or when you see the biblical like seated at the right hand, that's the seat of power, right? Seated at the right hand, my right hand man, my right hand woman, that's power. And so when we go too much towards this feminine energy, and we then basically cut off the masculinity and say, oh, that's toxic. It's not toxic if done in the divine fashion. There's something to be said for that. You still need a male energy and female energy to create. That is how it's made. Period. That's the way it is. You cannot procreate with two of the same energy. This has nothing to do with sexuality or anything like that. I'm talking about creative energy. So you have to have both. So we have to embody and embrace both. And we have to, some of us we're too far too far divine masculine, too far the masculine energy, and not enough of the feminine energy. So I had to figure out my way to embrace the divine feminine, love her for who she is, all the while still embracing my seat of power so that I could come together and create. Does that make sense? So we need those of us who've lived this life and had healthy earthly relationships of some form of fashion, or unhealthy, and came out of it, to be able to help the youngins come up in the right way. Because truly we are women, and men, I'm not saying men aren't, but truly as women we are the bearers of life. We are the bearers of life. I know, I just had a beautiful cardinal the other day. It's getting cold here in Wisconsin. And I had a beautiful cardinal. I was standing outside of my porch, come and just land in the yard in front of me. And I'm like, hey, Dad, how's it going? You happy with everything? You cool? It was nice. Giggle, if you are a $10 a month patron or more, then you get a free reading. Hey Lauren, how are you? Gemini Sun, Leo Rising, Taurus Moon. Yes, the auntie gang, honey, the auntie gang. Yes, they do. They do need, oh my gosh, the kids need so much traction. We have to have the balance, Tiffany, you're exactly right. So Ice of Healing says, I just spoke to a woman in the Bronx area about why the women in the area feel the need to be defensive 24/7. Hoo-wee, child. Oh, Mary, that's awesome. It does, people's environment does, external environment does either assist or detract from us being able to balance. But that's why it's so important for us to learn to go within and find that balance. Because if we continue to try to find balance in an external world, that is temporal and continually out of balance. We're never going to be balanced. The balance and the love and the appreciation, everything comes from within. We have within us everything we need, right, to live a fantastic life. Everything. We just got to grab it. We have to grab it, and we have to understand that it comes from within. So a lot of these women are probably very defensive because they've not had a man to defend them. Ooh-wee. I think I just said something. They've not had a man to defend them. They've never experienced the divine masculinity in its true form. That's what divine masculinity does. It protects, defends. Divine masculinity, the ruling planet of that is Mars. What is Mars about? Yes, aggression, power, war. It's about passion. These are all the things that Mars does. Mars was the god of war. Aries, god of war. But it's about defending. And the art of war is about honor, right? You're defending honor, you're defending a position, you're defending your home, your way of life. I'm not saying war is right. Let me just put it out there. But sometimes, unfortunately, war is necessary. And we gotta understand that there's going to be a fight to get to the next level. You are going to fight something. You're gonna fight something. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but of principalities and powers and rulers of darkness in this present world. Right? It's a spiritual war. And too often we're so busy fighting it within us, and we don't even understand that's what we're doing. We don't understand it. Hey, D. Go ahead, Oasis. This is kind of a free-for-all night, y'all. We're just talking. We're just talking tonight. I like these deep nights. This is what I want to do, y'all. This is what I like. Deep. Let's go deep. I ain't pulled out a card yet. Anyway, go ahead. You have Libra and Jupiter and Mars. You mean Mars? Wait, what? Okay. In Libra, in your chart, okay, hang on, boo-boo, because what you said don't make any sense to me. Where is Jupiter placed in your chart? Because we have planets in signs and planets in houses. We don't have signs in planets. They can't go that way. Your moon is Aries. I'm an Aries moon. Ooh, don't piss us off. A Sag North Node, a Leo and Venus. So if you're a Sag North Node, you're a Gemini South Node. Mars is in Libra, and Jupiter is in Libra. But giggle, I've been giving you readings all this time, honey, and sending you links. Yes, go on Patreon. Shoot me a message on Patreon what you would like for me to give you a reading on. Okay, let me try to get this get Oasis together here. Okay, Oasis, this is a lot. So I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to ask you for this. For me to take all of this information in, I'm going to need you to go to my website and get a natal chart interpretation. because this is a lot. Well, the fire in your chart and the moon, we just got out of an Aries full moon. But that's already passed. No, you're fine, dear. You know what's interesting to me is I bet Mars is transiting your natal Mars right now. And if it's not, it might be transiting your natal Jupiter. So go to heartofinspiration.net. Click on Astrological Services. You're going to scroll down. You'll find Natal Chart Interpretation. Okay? $19.95. Go there, order it. Give me your time, date, and place of birth. Okay? Great. So go there and I will do a natal chart interpretation for you. And so it'll be esoteric. Not just here's what this means and that means, but energetically what you can expect. And then I can also give you some energetic messages, some spiritual messages on purpose and all that, right? So there's different insights I get when I can actually see the chart. If you would like to do that in juxtaposition to the lunar cycles, actually, I think I should throw that out there. Anyone that signs up for Patreon for your lunar cycle readings, okay, $30 a month, you get lunar cycle readings. I will give you this month a free natal chart interpretation to go along with it, okay? So if you sign up for Patreon for the lunar cycle readings, I will also throw in your natal chart interpretation for free for $20, okay? The energy, I could tell you this, and then Nini, babe, I'm going to answer your question. The energy is lingering if, right now, honestly, the moon is so far into Taurus, it's not really, it's really not that much. It's already separated. What I'm guessing is more lingering for you is the Mars transiting your natal Mars and or transiting your natal Jupiter, which is an outer planet. That's going to be a little bit more. Okay? All right. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. So, Nini, did your ancestors send the palm reader to inform me about your job and news to come the other day? Do you believe they did? I will say this. Yes, but I'm also hearing from your ancestors. What are you going to do with that information? Free will, free will, free will. What are you going to do with that information? Oh, okay, because I was like, what is he trying to say? I agree with it. I think I told you had a couple women jealous of you at your job. Didn't I tell you that? That story sounds very familiar. That there was some ish going on. I'm like, girl, that sounds real too familiar. Let's see here. Ten of Pentacles. Nini, you're coming into the great cycle. Queen of Wands. The person you're into. So, okay, thank you. Two of Swords in the reverse. So listen. Ten of Pentacles, you're coming into abundance. Cycle of abundance. It's going to require you to learn new things, study new things, be slow to move, be sure that you really understand the company you're about to interview with, understand the position. Make sure you're really in tune with your motivations for moving into this new role. What you can bring to this new role. Bring that Virgo energy of being a mutable planner, being able to birth something new from what's already there. And no longer will you be felt left out in the cold, because they will appreciate you. Five of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, it's your time to shine. So be very self-confident. Ooh, and King of Wands. Be very direct with your visions. What is your rising sign? And the Strength card. Very Leo-esque. I love it. Oh wow, so much fire. Girl, let your passion shine. Let your abilities shine. Let your self-confidence shine. Let your ideas, right? Let them shine. Speak it out. Show that you can plan. Show that you can lead. Be that leader. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Be the leader, girl. Show your leadership ability. Okay? Perfect. Two of Swords in the reverse. You are going to, listen, don't sit in a stage of indecision. You'll find balance in this, okay? Don't overthink it. Just go on and allow, like, I feel like the responsibility is going to be great, and you're not going to be sure whether or not you can handle it. You can handle it. You will be Two of Pentacles balanced. You can do this. Don't doubt yourself. Have the courage with the Seven of Wands. Have the courage to take this next step in your life. All good. I like it. I like it. Girl, be your best self, honey. It's yours. If you want this, it's yours. It's already yours. Manifest it. Don't play around. Your birthday was on the 7th. Tiffany. A whole year room. You're welcome. Girl, Tiffany. Are you y'all be asking a lot on a free reading night. You know that, right? Miss Tiffany, I'm going to give you a general gist. If you want an in-depth reading about what's coming towards you for the next year, either do a natal chart, or, you know, I suppose you can. To me, the natal chart would be the best, or do the $30 reading. I need to put something else up for that. So I'm gonna give you a general gist, and then we'll get in depth and down and dirty in the natal. All right. Three of Wands. Ship's gonna begin to come in. This is first quarter. So the next 3 months, first quarter, ship's gonna begin to come in. Second quarter of this, King of Pentacles. I'm gonna give you a general here. Third quarter, Ten of Swords. Fourth quarter, Two of Wands. Interesting. First quarter, Three of Wands. Good things are gonna start happening with this Knight of Wands. There's probably gonna be some potential new young buck running into your life. They're not finna stay though, boo boo. Okay? They not finna stay. I'm gonna tell you that right straight now. So don't get attached. And y'all know what I mean by young buck. Okay, this is the Auntie talk. So, but the other thing is, please have patience with yourself. You're gonna be seeking to find balance between spirit and the real world, and the third dimensional. I'm becoming that alchemist of learning how to flow with the spirit and flow in the natural. How to bring things from the spirit into the natural and manifest. So you're going to be learning that in a big way. Okay? Second quarter, King of Pentacles, abundance starts flowing in. Okay? Potentially new job. Three of Cups, time for celebration. I feel like you're going to get a new job the second 3 months. So October, November, December. So first 3 months is the end of the quarter, right? Beginning of the next year, new job or new ways of earning money of some way. Stability comes. Yeah. And this is going to be something that's a long-term goal, a long-term plan. This isn't immediate, but this is really going to be from basics, from Mother Earth, from Gaia herself, from the Mother is blessing you. Okay? You do your work in the first 3 months. This is what happens in the next 3 months. It's going to be wonderful. Okay? A whole new chapter in your life becoming. And we'll get more down and dirty with the natal. Ten of Swords. Be very careful the third quarter. Your third quarter. So April, May, and June. Burdened. I feel like you're going to really know, unfortunately, some people that have not been as honest with you as they should have been, that are close to you. You're going to know it. And it's going to become, you may know it already, but it's become so to the point where you're like, I can't take this anymore, can't do this, we're done. And the Two of Swords, you're going to have to make a decision whether or not you're going to let them remain in your life or not. Fourth quarter. Your fourth quarter. Two of Wands. There's going to be some pretty big decisions to make. Passionate decisions. And you're going to be able to make them. You're going to be living your truth. You're going to come out of third quarter like, I got to live my truth. Queen of Swords. Got to do it. And you're going to be able to eloquently and just rather decisively speak your truth. And it's going to be challenging for everybody else because they're not going to expect it. But it's going to be good for you to do so. So you can clear the last things out and remove the last set of people that don't need to be there as you come into your next solar return and all the good things that are going to happen to you then. Those are the highlights, love. Okay? Want something a little bit deeper, then hit me up. We'll talk about it. I probably should be thinking about doing that. 2020 personal forecasts. I'm almost there, y'all. Almost there. With my knowledge base, almost. Okay. Do we have any other questions, y'all? Been on for about an hour. This has been awesome. I miss y'all so much. I miss y'all. This is good. This is really good. Just make sure I don't have anybody that's emailed me any questions. questions? Okay. I'm feeling a whole lot better. As you can hear, my voice is finally starting to come back. I almost have my singing voice back. I think that's the thing I've missed the most. Well, the fact that I can't talk, or couldn't talk. I had to literally save my voice, guys, for my job, because I talk on my job all the time. So I couldn't be on here, I just couldn't. So, Shonda was joking with me and saying it was my own personal retrograde. But I got sat down. Sometimes spirit sits you down, sometimes God sits you down. It's like, if you don't chill out. So I got sat down, y'all. But it was good. There's so many things. I know I've been talking about that studio, and we're finally, oh my gosh. The furniture's about to go in, you guys. So it's finally almost there. It's finally almost there. And so Sunday, the Pisces will come back and we'll finish it off. We're redoing the website, so that's going to be relaunched closer to the end of the month. Super excited about that. Super excited. And all good things, man. All good things. All good things. I can't complain. To be at this position right now, where it all comes together, where you just know that you are in the right place at the right time doing what God has for you to do is amazing, to say the least. And so the temporary sit down was good for me. And then we're coming back better than ever. Thanks, Tati. Yeah. And I'm so honored and humbled and blessed to be able to interact with all of you. So guys, yes, you are going to see much more of the astrology and the energies, but I want to bring it to an esoteric level where we understand how to utilize the energies as they're being presented to us and understand the signs in the heavens, and then exercise our free will to utilize them for our greater good. Guys, it's so important to me for you all to understand how to manifest abundance, how to manifest your needs and even beyond your needs in your own personal lives, how to not let other human beings take your power from you, how to release old thoughts and old ideas. And I know that part of that is really truly explaining, embracing all of the different modalities of spirituality and combining it, because it's all part of the same thing. But it is so important for me. I feel such a strong push to help people get free, because what's coming towards us in 2020 is a trying time, and it's really a rubber meets the road time. And it's a time that we have got to be walking and living a spirit-led life, so that no matter what's swirling on around us, we know we're good. Hello, dear. Do you have a different question you need to ask me, my dear? Moist. Is there a different question you need to ask me? I want you to think about it for a moment, dear. I want you to think about it. I want you to think about why it matters how they feel about you. How do you feel about you? Why does it matter? I understand we all want relationships. I get it. Totally get it. Gotta stop giving her power. Janelle, I'm sure you've seen The Matrix, right? If y'all have never seen The Matrix, the trilogy, y'all best to go watch The Matrix trilogy. But in The Matrix, right, when Neo first goes to the Oracle, and there's a little child, right? The child that, the Oracle's teaching everyone. And the child's bending the spoon. And Neo's like, how you do that, right? And he says, there is no spoon. It is no different to manifest the small things as to manifest the big things. None. Each small thing teaches you. The process is the same. Process is the same. There's no spoon. So when you get rid of that block about the big things, that's when you can manifest them. So, my dear, I hear what you're saying here. Oh, one second. Oh, good. Thanks, Giggle. So then, my dear, go grab tea and pizza. Don't push it. Because really the most important thing, if she has trust issues, she needs to work that out, baby. And you can't work that out for her. Right? You can show her what someone that truly cares about her is like, what that's like. But she's going to have to be able to let go of her own trust issues. Right? As much as you may want to assist, you can only show her that. But you cannot get so wrapped up in it that it eats you up. As much as you may care about her. It doesn't matter. If you are questioning whether or not she really likes you, that's your heart telling you already. You already know the answer to the question. So go grab tea and pizza and see where it goes. Chill out. Let it grow organically. Don't push it. I know that's hard for a Gemini. I have a Gemini son. Don't push it. Let it grow. If it grows, it grows. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Then just go grab tea and pizza. But she needs to have the space to heal. And you need to give her that space. That's the best thing you can do for her if you care about her. Don't push yourself onto her. You know what I'm saying? She needs to be able to be safe to heal. And maybe you're the person she can be safe with to heal. Let her heal. Someone's hurt her deeply. A number of people have hurt her deeply. Let her heal. Go for pizza and tea. Cut cords with people who don't deserve the attachment. That's very good, Tati. Only people that are going to feed you. If they're not helping you to evolve, then you do not to be involved with them. it seems, thank you, Tati. It seems like it's hard, right? And it seems like it's selfish. But guys, we gotta do our own healing. We gotta do our own work. We're responsible for ourselves. Okay, loves. Let me get on out here. Let me get on out of here, y'all. I haven't eaten dinner, so I'm gonna go eat dinner. I'm so glad I was on here tonight. We'll get some personal stuff done. See, I knew you had another question you wanted to ask me. That's the question you should have asked me. You will get a job between this month and next month if you do what you need to do to get the job. There's some things I can't tell you because there's something that's on you. So I don't know if you're applying. I don't know what kind of jobs you're applying to. I don't know how your resume looks. I don't know how you're interviewing, right? There's a whole bunch of stuff going on there. There's a lot that goes into that. Thank you, you guys. When will you be on again? When will I be on again? Tomorrow. I'll be on tomorrow. Okay? I'll be on tomorrow. We'll figure it out. All right, guys, let me get on out of here. What time tomorrow? Child, I don't know. Probably about, I'm going to try to get out about 8 o'clock Central tomorrow. If I get home from work early enough. 8 o'clock Central. So come check me out then. All right, guys. We might do something like this again tomorrow night. I don't know. We're just going to let it ride, let it slide. We're going to get back into our astrology tip, though. We're going to get back into the energy tip, okay? Because that's where we're going. Astrological. Now, I don't know if y'all checked out the full moon readings per sign that I just did. I think that's the direction I'm going to go. We'll do new moon readings for signs, full moon readings for signs. I will introduce the new moon energy for the next new moon. And then we'll get deeper into that. So this is transforming into a complete esoteric channel. Okay? So it's not that I've left y'all, but a complete esoteric channel. Okay? All right, guys. Thanks everybody for being here. I really enjoyed you. Peace, love, blessings, and joy be unto you today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. Oh, by the way, go to heartofinspiration.net if you want your natal reading. Go to patreon.com/heartofinspiration. If you do get a lunar cycle, if you sign up for the lunar cycles every month, this month I will also give you a free natal interpretation. Or if you want any other type of general readings, go to heartofinspiration.net. Okay? Peace, love, blessings, and joy be unto you today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. I love you so much. Namaste.